Good evening, ladies, gents and Pikachus, Atheism Part 2. So we went through what I thought about atheists using speculated logic to explain the things they don't know and to give explanations to the things they don't understand, and that's fine. We all do it, it works, to a point, it's quite accurate. But I also said they can't explain everything like that. Now someone is in the comments speaking to me now going, what can't atheism explain? Atheism can explain everything. Atheism is like the ultimate religion. It can explain everything with maths and science and logic. Facts and logic, bro. Air horn. That's what his view is. So I thought I would introduce a few little scientific novelties to you to explain why that's not the case. Everyone knows that the Big Bang is how the universe was started, right? And everyone knows the Big Bang was a point of infinite density that exploded into everything that we currently have as our universe, including gravity, planets, space, light, dark, the rest of it, everything, right? Came from that single infinitely dense point. Now, far be it from me to suggest that infinite isn't a real number, so you've already speculated that an infinite density point exists, even though it's impossible. You can't have infinite in physics. You can't have infinite in our physical world. Like if I give you infinite money, it will fill up the entire universe. It will kill everything in the universe because it will fill up all the space in the universe. You physically cannot have infinite, but you know that the Big Bang happened, and we know that the Big Bang was an infinite point in time some time ago. Whenever it started, it would only make sense logically, right, if it was an infinitely dense point. But we can't understand what infinite density is, even in science. So even science, when it's speculating on things it doesn't know, it has a jump of faith to make, and that jump of faith is an infinite speck. How is a speck infinite? If it's a tiny little point, how is it infinite? What's it surrounded by if it's a tiny speck? So we know science does this openly, right? So that's atheism. Atheism, nothing to see here, hand waves the infinite density speck. Even though the infinite density speck itself is fucking impossible, and science tells us that it's fucking impossible, it could never happen, but for some reason we start with an infinite impossibility and then we go into the universe of everything and we end up over here explaining this stuff, and that's atheism over there. But I'm sorry, atheists, I've told you already I respect your logical process and the fact that everything's got to be checked off in science and maths. I love science and maths, but like I said, science and maths has limits. How do you describe and explain an infinite speck of infinite density? Why is it a speck? Why isn't it already the universe if it's infinite? Why is it a speck that hasn't yet become the universe? Not only that, how did it turn into the universe? What caused an infinite speck of everything to explode into being with life and planets and light and dark clouds and everything? And gravity, how? So this is what I'm trying to tell you. I like atheism, I really do. Atheism is a great basis, platform to get wisdom from. But it has a ceiling. And when you reach that ceiling and you want to go beyond it, you need Jesus. Because Jesus is the only thing that is going to enable you to understand, A, how does an infinite speck exist at all? And B, what causes an infinite speck to explode into life, planets, gravity, light, dark, weather systems, everything? Because science will never be able to explain that for you, and the reason is because science started when that explosion happened. It wasn't there before that. But something was there before that, and something caused that to happen. So atheism is all about how did we get here? Religion is why did that happen to get to where we're saying how. So if you want to know the why and the how, first you're an atheism, you understand and you learn science and maths. Then when you know that, you look backwards and you look to the why. And guess what the why is? It's the first letter of Jesus' name. That's the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed that. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. How does gravity work? Science and maths can tell us, and logic. Why does gravity exist? Science and maths will never be able to tell us that. So then you look to the heavens and you will know. So that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.